All right, STEM, let's check out some resources that you can use. I've got some great things published in Schoology for you. And if you look in our folder for this week, which is the 21st to the 24th, Imagine Mars, you will see that in the red folder, project resources are some things like your hourly criteria, your rubric, and a presentation template. I've also got Mars Problems and Some Solutions. That's the presentation that I showed you last week. That was a combo of my information plus NASA's information. So if you've forgotten some of those things, or if you want to look in there for some cool graphics, that's a great place to look as well. All right, let's first start with this presentation template because I think you're going to find it really useful. You're going to have to produce a very short presentation for me. You don't have to actually stand up in front of the class or in front of me and give it. It's just that you're going to share this with me. And so you'll share it to my email address, and then I'll look it over, and it will have some information in it that's required. So this is a template. It's a guide. You're going to need to make a copy of it. You can change it however you want. You don't even have to include any of this information. Like these graphics here, like the empathize thing down there, you don't have to do that. But there's also a PDF version of it that you can use, and you can kind of use that as a guide while you create your own presentation. But this is just, I feel, helpful for students so that they know what they're trying to do. First thing you're going to add is some graphics and pictures and maps of where your land plot is going to be. So where are you building your community, and why did you choose that? For the warmth, for the water? What's the reasoning behind it? And if you could include, like I said, some maps or some graphics, you can use Mars Globe for that as well. The next part is you're going to show that you know how to empathize, to understand the challenge. So here you're going to put 3 examples of how you met this stage of the design process, like the interviews that you did with someone other than a 6th grader, like the collages. And you can collect this information from all of your teams or other teams if you choose to. Next, we're going to have the define stage. Those 4 things that you felt were required by your particular hour, like education. So how did you include education in your model? The best thing here to do is probably take some pictures once your model is done and label them so that you can show that you met those 4 class-defined criteria. Again, you need more slides to do this. Go ahead and add in what you need. It doesn't have to be on one slide. The next thing is to prove that we know how to ideate, to brainstorm. So show at least 2 versions of your team's ideas of what the community plan should look like. And then also share with me 4 unique ideas from your brainstorming session. So there's maybe some things that you're really proud of or that you thought were very creative. You can just crop your pictures down or take a new picture of those ideas that you thought were awesome. Now, you won't be able to do this yet. You're going to do some showing off of your model, of your prototype. I have found that in the last update of Google Slides, it is a little bit more difficult to add a video in, so maybe pictures are just the way to go here. But some students have gotten creative with creating a little video and sharing the link in the slide. And you won't be able to do this one either yet. This is how we're going to test our project. I'll talk more about that when I return next week. So there you go. There's some helpful things with the presentation template. Let's take a quick look at how you're going to be graded. All right. I'm only going to show you the excellent category because that's where we're all going to be at. It is totally achievable. The first thing is that you're going to make sure that you have given some great reasoning in that presentation about where you built your land plot, where your community is located, and that it does fit into the classroom limit size. The base needs to be 18 inches by 24 inches or less. Then in the presentation, you're going to include those 3 examples that you collected during the design thinking phase, like the collage and the interviews. You're going to also in the presentation include 4 examples of how the class-defined criteria were met. So things like education, transportation, those sort of things that your class decided needed to be included. You're going to share with me in the presentation at least 4 unique ideas that you generated during your ideate, during your brainstorm session, and at least 2 of your team members' illustrations of your community. And then you're going to create a really excellent model. The prototype should be very creative and use materials at a high level. And then we're going to address the test scenarios later. And your presentation should meet all of the requirements. You get an extra bonus points for that. All right, so there you go. That's how you're going to be graded. This is located in our project resources as well. Now, if you are interested, I'm going to publish on Friday and Monday the videos that are included in this assignment. So those will be there for you. They'll be through YouTube. So you can see those in case you need any reminders of any of this, including this video. It will be in the Friday to Monday folder. All right, catch you later.